Officer.
Passage was we assume a lot of people died in this passage because of this narrowness. That's why we call it the blood passage.
Died because of attacks from the rocks that we have rolled from up there.
And also the spears.
Okay.
That's Lake Mtiligi or Lake Cryo. That's the terrace. Then the thinner ones, the monolith.
Okay.
And that entrance was made in a way that everyone was supposed to respect the king. Because if you walk inside the stretch, you face the consequences. So there are some enclosures inside. There are 5. The first one we call it the
And then but this one is on a lower platform than
Yes, me to say we would have been working on very heavy, like once they would bury the floors, level them, they start building again on top. Because we don't have the 8 minutes just because
so it was decode. This one is what?
すげえ。
we still don't know what this was. Because they never found any archaeological method to prove what the area was used for. So we only talk of the areas which they found some materials in, like archaeological materials.
But probably this wall went up.
Yes.
Some
This one we call it the recess enclosure. It was an operation enclosure for a sangoma or hill, and it is named after these gaps. This is what we call recesses. And on these gaps, there used to be logs of a tree called sandalwood or a motovoti. It is believed to drive away evil spirits, and we're also going to witness it at the great enclosure. And also, before going to what we call the ceremonial enclosure, everyone was supposed to pass through this enclosure of cleansing, then proceed. And again, like I said, according to the old Bible, the king had over 200 wives, and some they say for the king to satisfy those wives, he was consuming this kind of tree. We call it Mchemeza Mpuya. It's an aphrodisiac tree. This is what he used to satisfy his wives. Okay.
this one was what?
This one is a royal hill. Okay, so this one, we call it Mango Mshwana. It's a cave, we call it a royal cave. This is where the king would relax in, seeing his valley or admiring his valley. And also, when it's cold outside, inside here it will be warm. The same when it's hot outside, inside this it will be cool. It was also used for communication, just like they use drums, fire, smoke, horns. This cave also produces echoes.
There will be junior to ours. So, yes, it's still a belief that the history was distorted.
And they also did some ceremonies like rainmaking ceremonies, and the king was the
Mutanda Barom.
What's the English name?
it means chasing away the So this is our last enclosure. We say it reaches even Jamaica.
Yes. On your way to Kariba.
Oh.
This will be too small. You are very collect. These people don't care about the monument. It means they are not believing.
People are not allowed to so hapana involvement yavo hapana leave yavo yakati singena. This log is the sandalwood or mutovoti, and that German guy Kalmash, when he came here, he had a wooden pencil made of cedar wood found in Lebanon. So he confused that log with the pencil he had and concluded Kresenberg was built by the but the situation I put this Maya matter
Is it empty, the inside of the tower?
It's solid.
Solid. Okay.
Just 1.2
Oh,
the bottom.
I see. Passage for boys. Passage for girls.
Up to it. Boys would be in their own area.
Yes,
Girls would be where?
Uh-huh.
they're not supposed to see each other.
Uh-huh.
It's for inside. This one is just a passage. You open it, you see.
From the tree.
They found tons and tons of objects. The thing that the bed labeled number 1 in the museum was found on that platform with
はい。
Gue pandang, oh, right. Gue pandang tuh bukan pandang itu. Abdar marma pada ani siapa yang penyu gue dua satu aja.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. I'm good. How are you?だいぶ広くなった。店舗数が減ったな。